a building you're going to miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott. Dak off the play fake.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach and play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, here's Dak. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Prescott now on third down. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is first and goal. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Another for Williams. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. I'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now it's Terry McLaurin on the target. And now it's 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. On target to Moore. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
17 yards. And a Washington 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Krosky Merritt on his own read. He'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's low and bounces short of his man. He was looking for Terry McLaurin, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. It's caught by McLaurin. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
8 yards on the
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's going to throw it again. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Krosky Merritt. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
3rd down from the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Going for it with Krosky Merritt. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Finds him over the middle. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work afterward.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
That's a gain of
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third and a lone yard coming up. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed so you can take off once that edge is set. He cuts it upfield, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
Give to Williams from the gun. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go with Williams on the counter. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
3rd and long for him here. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Straight ahead with Williams. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Prescott to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop her at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Draw play, this is Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another run for Williams. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pull that in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharpier in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
14. Commanders, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. This makes it up to the 25. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. They'll air it out on third. Brought in by Burks. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for a Washington first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Washington
You know,
first
they call
down.
that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Working on first down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this third down. Working now from the gun. Completed left side to Samuel. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Commanders punting on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate. And unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
A gain of 4.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down from the 42. Dak off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. From the gun is Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long. They're going to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. The coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Cowboys punting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. A minute 56 seconds left in our first half. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Go play action on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Dropping back to throw. He gets it right back to McLaurin. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion left. Oh, he's keeping it again. Johnson gets hit and he loses the football. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes 2nd and short. He'll look to throw. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Burks coming in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Setting up to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They are throwing it again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
A 32-yard attempt.
Moody knocks it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
Makes the score.
So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the offense from Washington to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing again on second. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throw here, third down. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he'll signal the fair catch. Brings this one in comfortably right at the midfield stripe. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Design bootleg here. That's caught by Williams. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Dak now from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Open way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Dak throwing again. Screen here for Williams. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Now it's Prescott again. Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches. Williams will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Just a yard away on 3rd and goal. Here's the jumbo package. He's going to keep this one. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He'll air it out on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Into the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Ball taken in at the 36. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Here's Dak. He keeps it and takes off. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. Now Dak to throw. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. It's Pickens on the slant. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Trying to get this one outside Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that stretches the lead to 21.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Prosky Merritt off the option. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They send a man in motion. Passing now on 2nd and 10. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, well, that could put this just too far out of reach. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Dak to the air here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Prescott here from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun is Prescott. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They toss to Williams, headed right. This drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
3rd and long for him here. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup, gained about 8, second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground with Williams. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, a carry by Williams. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now here's Prescott. Escapes the pocket, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown, his 3rd total score in this game.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead.
Commanders 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Samuel now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
They've got a man in motion. 2nd down give to Krosky-Merritt. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be 3rd down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He'll try to do it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Krosky-Merritt on his own read. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
This time it's a passing play. It's caught. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down, Washington.
So first down from the 41. Man in motion out of the slot. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Design quarterback run here. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking in the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He's going to keep it this time. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, a run for Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
19 yards.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Washington.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Screen pass here for Krosky-Merritt. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They send Samuel Wright. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Commanders 10.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. The Commanders think they've got it. Yes, they did. Get it back.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. They go with Williams on the counter. It'll be a yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.